So I have never invested in Cardano before. Multiple reasons, but the main reason is whenever it comes down to cryptocurrency or investing, I want to know exactly what I'm investing into. Cardano is very difficult to explain to the basic person. So I decided to do the research and I wanted to be able to understand exactly what it is and be able to break it down to the average person where they can understand it. If you go on YouTube, you see a lot of videos breaking it down, but you'll really have to know about cryptocurrency and the blockchain to understand kind of what's going on. So that is a primary goal for this video. So sit back, relax, let's get into the video.
Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black.
Welcome back, beautiful people. I'm Lando, success your favorite motivational teacher. The goal is whenever you come here to leave knowing something that you didn't know before you came here. So some quick housekeeping, make sure you press that like button and the subscribe button that help the video get thrown out there and help out the YouTube algorithm. And also this video is brought to you by No BS Apparel. That is nobsapparel.com, where you can get your essential when convenient shirts. They have the jab for jobs. They have the not vaccinated is vaccinated or none of your business shirt. So go ahead and check that out. So for you to understand Cardano and ADA, what's going on, you need to go back and understand the blockchain, exactly how everything worked. So we're going to say the first generation was Bitcoin. Bitcoin goal was to create decentralized money, to be able to take out the middleman. And they did it. You know, Bitcoin ended up growing like crazy. First started off as a few pennies to a few dollars to thousands of dollars. They was basically trying to solve a problem and to have the first decentralized money where it can't be regulated, where we can send money back and forth. And as the price ended up going up and people started buying in, everything kept on rising and Bitcoin was able to turn into a currency. But as Bitcoin grew, you kind of had a small problem. Let's say you like Lando, if you fix my roof, I'm going to pay you in Bitcoin. That is considered a contract, but we couldn't necessarily make a contract with Bitcoin, so we needed a smart contract. And that is where Ethereum came in. They like, look, we're going to make smart contracts so whenever people send Bitcoin, we can have it literally on this blockchain where you can literally have it on file, if that makes any sense. Even with Ethereum, they was able to customize every transaction for the individual person. Now, Ethereum also had a problem. They couldn't scale to millions of people. They was able to scale to a small amount of people. They needed to scale to a bigger, what's the word? Just a bigger broad of people. So if in the blockchain and crypto world, back then, you seen whenever it was a problem, they would do a split. That's why you seen Ethereum, then you seen Ethereum Classic. You seen Bitcoin, then you seen Bitcoin Cash. So they couldn't fully figure everything out. So that's where we got the third generation now. We have ADA and Cardano. Cardano is really the platform and ADA is the coin. So just think of Cardano as the bank and ADA is the crypto, well, the currency for the bank. So to keep it simple, Cardano is trying to solve three things. The three things is, first is the scalability. The second is the interoperability, and the third is the sustainability. So these are the three things they are completely trying to solve. It's that simple, but you know, you want to know what are the details inside of each three. Now, first, before we go into it, they try to solve everything with science. So anything they try to solve, they literally have conferences, they have scientists, they go through a very, very strategic process before they put anything out. So that's why people love Cardano, because whatever they put out, we know that's what it is because they already did the real research. Everything is verified. So with scalability in crypto, there's a few ways to break it down, but to keep it simple, have you ever heard where people say Bitcoin have 7 transactions per second? This have 8 transactions per second. The next thing is the data. Every transaction have data into it. So they're upgrading the technology to figure out the data. And the last part within the data is logging the data. So you have to log it. So I'm keeping it that simple. Those are 3 things within scalability. There are really like 50 things, but I'm not going to fully go all the way into that. The co-founder actually did a video breaking it all the way down. I will have the links in the video if you would like to watch that, but that's like a 50-minute video. So I'm keeping it kind of short, brief, and simple. So in this video, I'm not going to break down staking because that's a whole different ball game. I'm going to do a different video breaking that down next. So the second thing is interoperability. The way it works with Cardano. Let's say within you got Bitcoin, you got Ethereum. All right, I'm going to break it down in hood terms where the average person be able to understand it. Remember back in like the 60s, you had the black movement going, you had Martin Luther King, you had Malcolm X, you had Khalid Muhammad, you had a lot of different type of black leaders. You even had the Black Panthers. If they took out one of the black leaders, like the main leader, the whole movement kind of failed. So whenever they did that, the movement got watered down with every single one. Now, if we go to modern days where you have like the Blood and Crips, who are the leader of the Blood and Crips? Nobody know, because it's bigger than one individual. It keep on going. This person built this brand off of it. This person built this brand, this block, whatever it is. So in this part, they don't want Bitcoin to just be the head honcho. They don't want Ethereum to be the head honcho. You got to spread it out, because if they die, the whole thing die. That was a good analogy if you think about it. The next thing within it is being able to integrate the money with the banking system. So I'll give another example. So we have the bank. We have the bank right here that hold money. We have Orlando just did a crowdfunding with this coin, and a lot of people bought it, and I got $2 million worth of Lando's coin. When I try to transfer this money into the bank account from Lando's coin, the bank is saying, where the hell did you get this money at? And I'm saying, I got this from Lando coin, I raised this money and blah, blah, blah. They're going to look at me and say, this is a scam. This is fraudulent. They're going to close my bank account. It's not going to look realistic. So this is another thing they are solving to make it be verified by a system that's going to verify everything is real, everything is legit, and it kind of go automatically. It is a lot more into it, but that's how simple I'm going to keep it. So the third and last thing we have is the sustainability. So it's a sustainability in my handy dandy notes. So the first thing we need to figure out is, how do we pay for things? And the example the co-founder said, he used like patronage, where that basically mean, if that's like saying Joe Biden is running for president and No BS Apparel, go to nobsapparel.com, get shirt. I come up to him and I say, yo, I want these policies. I want X, Y, and Z done, and I'm giving you money for it. So when he get in, he's going to be favored towards Lando. He's going to be favored towards No BS Apparel to get the job done. They don't necessarily want that, because yes, you can fund the money through individual companies, but it's going to be a favoritism. If you look at the CDC, actually, I'm not even going to get my channel flagged at talking about the CDC, but you don't want to be backed by the companies that's going to be reviewing what you're doing, if that make any type of sense. But let me keep on going. So what you have to do is make a system that have a treasury where you can hold and you can keep the money. So we got the treasury right here where we're going to hold and keep the money. So the goal is for the blockchain to be able to print money and be able to deposit into this decentralized bank where the money will grow through inflation, right? So they decided to come up with a democratic type of process where you have ballots and you'll be able to vote. Overall, that way kind of work better, because if you're a holder, you get to vote. And if you got a big stake, so say if I'm a scientist and I want to do this type of research, I can vote, hey, you guys, let's vote for us to do this research, because this would be able to help the blockchain grow X, Y, and Z, versus us accepting money from them, and it's going to be aimed towards their main focus. So you can be a creator, you can be anything, but since you are within the holder realm, you get to vote and you can decide, hey, we want a percentage of the money to go into this treasury, and that's how we can build the money and have it sustainable. That is the best way I can explain Cardano and ADA. How does it work? Very simple, where I was able to understand it. Now there are a lot more things into it, but I just wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to know if you guys learned something. Was this video able to help you out to make you understand it just a little bit more? And I'm going to probably do a little bit more videos breaking down staking, breaking down why the price is going up. And remember, Cardano, well, ADA, so you got to think, a few years ago, ADA price was at like 14 cents, and now it's well over $2. I think with their innovation, it's going to grow and it's going to hit $10 soon. I think it's going to keep on growing and building, because I think with their system and how they're doing things is great. So make sure you press that like button, make sure you press the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will help out the YouTube analytics, and also go to nobsapparel.com where you can grab you some gear. I'm Lando Success, and I'm out.
Oh.